What's up, y'all? Welcome back to MSM Audio. I'm Tim. Thank y'all for tuning in. Wanted to talk about something today. The trap of 1, 2, 3 a beat, right? And I'm referring to expansions. I've been making expansion review videos, and I started noticing I'd be getting copyright claims on certain videos, and it was happening more often than not. So naturally, I would go and look at the claim, check out the page it's coming from, and I'm noticing that music is being released with certain samples exactly as they are. Sometimes the beat will be different, sometimes it'll resemble some of the pre-made beats on these kits, but the samples being used are just exactly the same. And I don't understand how that's happening. And that brought to mind, like, we're in this digital age. It's really cheap to put together a home studio and get started, but things are made so easy that, you know, these can be creative shortcuts as opposed to a creative catalyst. And I think that's what's happening. And let me just preface this before I even go on. I'm not judging anything or anyone. I'm just starting a discussion because I fell into that same trap. It's real simple. You got your kick, you got your snare, a couple hi-hats, another kick, another snare, you got some percussion, a bass or 808, and then you got your melodic sequences. So they make it real simple for you to just 1, 2, 3, and you got a beat, right? But if you're not careful, it will take away from your creativity, right? And I think as far as the process, if you're not careful, you know, that's what this is all about, right? Going through the struggle, um, the choice of the samples that you're going to use, the discovery, the experimentation, right? When you're going through sounds and you find unexpected jewels, right? Happy accidents, as they call them. You know, the kits themselves, they're just canvases. They're not blueprints, right? They're there to let you know what the capabilities are, not to just follow along. They make it really simple. Now, for the companies, it's great for them, right? You know, essentially, it's a tool to build off of, right? A starting point. So, and I just want to talk about some of the ways that you can avoid that trap, and I'm pretty sure everybody knows this already, but again, just to create the discussion, right? The melodic samples, for instance, you can chop them up, chop up the loop, right? Flip it, reverse it, make it unrecognizable, change it into a whole entire different thing, but don't use it as is. Don't use it as is. Change it, make it yours, make it unique, right? As far as presets, even, right? Sound design, right? You can tweak filters, envelopes, modulation. Like I say, the Native Instruments Play Series are one of my favorite plugins because they have a lot of tools for sound design and tweaking filters and all these different parameters, all these tools so that you can make the presets your own thing, your own unique sound. Even with like drum fills, right? You can reconstruct them, right? Change the groove. Like just use it as inspiration, right? And I know they make it really easy, really simple, but in the name of creativity, uniqueness, originality, you got to try really hard to make sure that that doesn't happen, right? You can layer different kits, different expansions, mix and match. There's so many ways, so many tools you have at your disposal to make sure that doesn't happen and you fall into that trap. I definitely fell into the trap to the point where I just decided to stop and step away for a minute and let me focus on my tools. Let me learn more about what I'm using. Let me dive into music theory a little bit more, learn how to play an instrument. And then I'll come back when I'm ready and understand how to create my own sound and going on that journey to find your own, right? You know, you want to make sure it's your voice that's coming through, right? You don't want your voice to be replaced because, again, it's really simple. Little melody, kick. It's all there laid out. 1, 2, 3, and you got a beat. That's not it, right? It's easy to fall into a shortcut, but it needs to be viewed as a creative catalyst, right? So, again, not judging, just starting a conversation. Be careful of the trap of the 1, 2, 3, a beat. Thank y'all for tuning in. Stay positive, stay purposeful, stay creative, stay confident. Keep going. See y'all on the next one. MSM Audio.